Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be going over the turning tendencies. In the last video, turning was something you did on purpose. This time, the airplane does it automatically. On every takeoff and climb, 4 invisible forces pull your aircraft left. Ignore them and you drift off centerline, or worse. So where do these forces come from? Last time, you turned deliberately. Bank the wings, tilt the lift vector, and pull the airplane into the turn. Turning tendencies are the opposite. Forces the airplane generates on its own, mostly from that big spinning prop up front. In almost every American-built single-engine propeller airplane, the propeller spins clockwise. First, torque reaction. Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Your engine spins the propeller clockwise, so the propeller spins an equal force back into the airframe, rolling the whole airplane left. On the takeoff roll, that presses harder on the left main wheel. This causes more friction and in turn more left yaw. This force is mostly felt at high power settings and low airspeed. It also results in a rolling force. Second, spiraling slipstream. The propeller doesn't just push air backwards, it flings it backwards in a corkscrew motion that wraps around the fuselage like a barber pole. That spinning air hits the left side of the vertical stabilizer, pushing the tail right and swinging the nose to the left. The faster the prop and the slower the airplane, the harder it yaws the aircraft, which is why some makers offset the fin from factory to cancel it out. The third force is P factor. This one shows up when the nose is high, like in a climb, at a high angle of attack. The descending blade on the right side takes a bigger, faster bite of air than the ascending blade on the left. More bite means more thrust on the right side of the disc and pushes the nose left. High angle of attack, high power, and low airspeed. That's when it's most felt. Fourth is gyroscopic precession. A spinning propeller is a gyroscope and it reacts to a force 90 degrees later in the direction of rotation. This bites hardest in tailwheel airplanes. Lift the tail on takeoff and you push forwards at the top of the disc, but the reaction shows up 90 degrees around on the right side, swinging the nose left just when you're busy keeping it straight. Do you notice a theme? These are all mostly felt in conditions where high power is set, airspeed is low, and you have a high angle of attack. Put those together and all 4 tendencies show up at once at full strength. The takeoff and the initial climb. That's exactly where new pilots drift off left of the center line without knowing why. The good news? One control input answers all 4 forces. Right rudder. As the throttle goes forward, your feet feed in the right rudder to hold the center line. As airspeed builds, the pressure eases. Your reference is a ball in the inclinometer. If it's centered, you're coordinated. Step on the ball and fly the center line. Putting it all together. Torque rolls you left, spiraling slipstream yaws you left, P factor loads the right side of the prop and yaws you left, and precession swings the nose left when you raise the tail. 4 forces, 1 effect, and 1 answer. Timely coordinated right rudder. You don't need to do the math in the cockpit. When you know why the plane misbehaves, you can remain ahead of it. Turning tendencies are the difference between a sloppy climb and a clean centerline tracking departure every time. Build the habit now, refine it on every flight. Small improvements, 1 takeoff at a time. Next up, we'll be breaking down the concepts of load and load factor. To continue learning, make sure you follow us on all of our socials. And once again, thanks for watching.